Welcome back to Live United. The video you just watched stars Fayette County resident Priya. She is United Way of Greater Atlanta's spokeskid, and she has been a shining example of the many, many ways youth are making their mark to make this community, our community, a better place to live. Joining me now are Katina Aspel, a very, very dedicated community leader whose work with United Way has impacted the lives of thousands of women and youth, and she is passionately dedicated to doing even more. Keisha Stanley is United Way's Director of Volunteerism, and her colleague Claire Arnold, who is leading the charge behind a new and energetic service group for high school students called Youth United. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So Keisha, I'm going to start with you. I just read a report recently that really had some surprising information for me and probably for many of our viewers. It's about millennials and about how they want to be engaged. And the number was close to 50% of them not only want to be involved, but they want to be involved on an ongoing basis. They don't want to do something just one time. Does that surprise you, and what's your experience been?
Well, it has been my experience just in the line of work that we do at United Way that millennials, they want to serve. Many of them may not be able to give back, but they want to serve and put their hands to the plow. And many of them love that service can be made social. They love serving with the same people over and over again. And they love the idea of being able to see tangible results of their service.
So what is this thing called Youth United?
Well, Youth United is a new engagement group. It really is a space where these young adults, specifically high school students, could come together, convene, and really learn about the issues in our community through the United Way umbrella. Not only learn about them, but then decide in creative, innovative ways, how can they really attack those issues and help us solve those issues.
So before we go a little deeper into Youth United, let me ask you a question to put it into context.
Yes.
Because I don't know that many of our viewers know how broad the scope of volunteer activity is that you are part of the leadership to drive. So say a little bit about sort of what's going on in volunteerism at United Way.
Well, in volunteerism, every single year we're engaging our corporate partners, our leadership donors. We have signature projects that are going on that many of the community probably already know about, like a Project Overcoat, Shoebox, United Way Day of Action. And so every single year we're doing projects, probably about close to 400 projects.
Wow.
Every single year, more than 15,000 volunteers that we're engaging. So we know that Atlanta is a place where people are wanting to live their philanthropic lives. They want to get involved. Not only are they giving, but they really want to put their hand to the plow and serve and really see those results in the community.
That's great. So now let's talk about Youth United. So Claire, you were probably sort of qualified to be in Youth United 2 weeks ago. So I'll ask you a little bit about sort of, what's the experience as somebody who's grown up in this community and somebody who's been given back. What do you see the future of Youth United being, and why do you think it's so important?
Well, I think Youth United it's a little different from other service organizations because it allows students to make their own decisions about what is important to them and how they are going to solve these issues that are facing the community, as well as giving them an opportunity just to learn about these issues in general. I think oftentimes students have the opportunity to volunteer through their schools or through various other outlets, but this is an opportunity for them to really steer where they're going and what they're doing. So it's a little bit different.
So say a little bit more about that leadership opportunity, because I think that's what is really exciting about it.
Yeah, so aside from creating their own mission and determining what types of projects they'll do, there's an opportunity to be a board member for Youth United. And for this, they will have monthly meetings where they will have leadership trainings, where they will get to meet lots of different movers and shakers around Atlanta, where they will get to participate in various activities that we as nonprofit staff members get to participate in. So it'll be a unique insight for them and a leadership opportunity.
One last question before I sort of let you go, and that is, how well aware do you think high school students are about issues affecting quality of life here in Greater Atlanta?
I think that they're more aware than we give them credit for, and therefore we should give them a platform to come up with some solutions to these problems. And I think that, as Keisha said, kids are innovative. They can come up with things that will surprise you that adults would not think of. We would never dream these things up. So if we give them the opportunity to create this change, give them the platform and help facilitate them to do these things, they can do some cool stuff.
Great. Now, Katina, you've got a wonderful volunteer resume. I've been part of United Way volunteer leadership. You're a mother, you're a parent, you've got engagement at Woodward, and now you've got a little piece of this Youth United as well. Say a little bit about why it's important to you, and then say something to other parents out there about why they should encourage their young people to be more involved in community.
So Youth United, in essence, Milton, is going to be a philanthropic internship, right? So
What's that mean?
Well, Claire's already alluded to the fact that there are all these skills that are going to be built into this experience. So first of all, it's going to be an authentic experience, which is very important to me as a volunteer and as a parent. I really want my children doing what they're passionate about. So this gives the kids the opportunity to see what Gwinnett's problems are, Cobb County, inner city, and say, hey, what do we have in common and what's different? But what can we all work together to solve? With the mentorship of the United Way, these kids will vote on leaders. They will learn to be supporters or leaders. They will learn about fundraising. They will learn about having a budget and how to manage that, how to partner with people in the community, which United Way does so brilliantly, right? We work with our faith-based partners, our nonprofit partners. We work with our corporate partners. And the kids will get a taste of how all this is put together. They get to vet other nonprofits to partner with. So what I've just listed is a litany of skills that our children will need going forward. And so Youth United is about volunteerism. It is about the kids being able to make a big change in our community, but it's also about them experiencing a skill set that will help them going forward.
So tell a parent out there what they'll see different after their child experiences this.
I think our kids are exposed to service. This generation gets that they need to help, but this experience is going to give them that empowerment that they will know going forward, I can make a difference and I will make a difference, because we need a generation to pass our baton off to, and we need them doing great things.
So Claire, can you tell our viewers a little bit about the launch event, and I think there's a party too? Just what's happening? What's happening with Youth? How are you getting it off the ground?
We have a very exciting event planned for May 7th. We're going to have it 1 to 3 at our 63 Auburn space, which is at United Way. And we will be doing a service project, which is creating a Happy Meal of sorts, which will go to children who are facing hunger over the summer as part of our United Way Silence the Growl initiative. We will also have a food truck and a DJ and lots of fun games and prizes going on. So it will be more of a party with a project.
It sounds like it's going to be fun.
It will be fun. We're
and then
excited.
what comes next after that launch event?
So the launch event is also going to serve as an informational session for students themselves to come talk to us and learn about what Youth United is and what issues they can help work towards solving. After the event, we will open up applications for the board, and we'll be taking rolling applications all summer. And so we'll have a selection process at the beginning of next school year in September. Throughout the entire process from now until forever, we will be having open signups for being a general member of Youth United, which is open to all high school students. And that is just inviting all of them to participate in our events.
Gotcha. So Keisha, just for some of those folks in the audience who feel like they might want to volunteer,
Yes.
give them an invitation to join and tell them what they can do to make a difference.
Absolutely. We have a host of opportunities in United Way, not just signature projects, but skills-based. We find that there's a lot of people with great talent, and we want them with us. So if you want to serve, you can email us at volunteer@unitedwayatlanta.org.
Gotcha. We got about 2 minutes left. Katina, put your Youth United hat back on and talk to some of those parents out there. Give them a message about what this means and what they should do to help.
Well, I feel very strongly that it's incumbent upon us as parents to make sure that this next generation is well educated and able to make the change that maybe we're not able to. This next generation is so creative. So let's give them the building blocks. Let's give them the outline. Let's give them the skills so that when they move on to their college lives and move on to their employment lives, they know in the back of their minds they have a great set of skills that they can make a difference in the world wherever they decide to land.
What you each seem to be talking about is creating a lifelong commitment to community service. And you can't start
Exactly.
too young, and you can never be too old to
Absolutely.
give back.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys are great. Katina, Keisha, Claire, thanks for being here.
pleasure.
You guys
Thank
are leading
you.
some
Thank you
great
so
work, and we
much.
look forward to hearing more about it. If you and the audience want to know more about Youth United and how you can get your teens involved, and maybe even yourself, visit our website, unitedwayatlanta.org. You can also email us at liveunited@unitedwayatlanta.org, or you can tweet us at UnitedWayATL. Thanks for watching Live United. We'll see you next time.